There are more cases of abuse in America each year. It's increasing to the point where today we have about 2.9 million cases of abuse in the United States alone. Those are just the cases that are reported. We have no idea how deep this problem really goes.
The kids that come to Mustard Seed really have been violated in ways that we don't even want to think about. And the dilemma is how to come outside of that, to feel trust, to feel worthy, to feel that, they have something to offer.
We can have anything from severe neglect to human trafficking, to physical abuse, sexual abuse. We have had kids who come to the ranch who will curl up on a chair. We literally had one boy who curled up in a chair and began sucking his thumb at the age of 13 years old. And these are all outward manifestations of what's going on inside of their hearts, which is, I am protecting myself, I am closing you off.
These kids come into our program and they don't think relationship is a good thing. Relationship's not a safe place. Often parents aren't safe people, your peer groups aren't safe people. And so you come in pushing back and not trusting because relationship has never been the way that God would design it.
Some of the kids that we have lived through such horrific histories of abuse, you honestly wonder how are they just even functioning in one piece that they haven't given up. And in fact, some of them have tried to commit suicide or have self-harming behaviors because the level of depression is just so significant about what they've been through.
As we begin to introduce a horse into their lives, they begin to connect in a relationship that they have never experienced.
Horses are unique in the way that they build relationships. They don't have unconditional love like dogs do. You have to earn their love, their respect. If a horse senses that you're uncomfortable or scared, they're going to disengage with you. And then my role as a counselor is to point that out and say, did you see that? What was going on with you?
As you enter into a relationship with a horse, they will share how your energy and your presence is impacting them. It gives kids with trauma the willingness to actually slow down and take a look at how they're impacting a relationship, be a little more accountable, and it also will initiate change for them.
Part of what Mustard Seed has done for us and with the kids that we work with is you often will trust an animal before you trust an adult, and the kids that have gone there have developed such significant relationships with the horse. But it's also in the process of that happening, they begin to trust adults because there's an adult there that doesn't have an agenda, that's not pushing them to talk. Yes, they're teaching character and they're connecting with them in very significant ways, but they're doing it as honestly a grace ministry.
The goal is to help them feel comfortable enough to feel safe, sharing their experiences with us. They will talk about their stories, they'll talk about their families, they'll talk about what's gone on.
As these kids work with these 1,000-pound animals, they begin to see, I have the ability to communicate and to control and to work with as partners to see some huge things happen. I'm able to take this horse and we're able to go do things together. They get a sense of empowerment, they get a sense of how they are actively involved, and it opens up a door that they haven't had opened in ever.
So then they can say, the confidence that I have when I ride is not the same confidence I have at school. If I had the same confidence in myself in school, maybe I would do a little bit better. So they see the opportunity that it's something they can do. They've done it here, they can do it anywhere and in anything they want.
It's really been awesome to see kids that come in with their head down, hair hanging over their face, sitting by themselves. Once they find a horse that they connect with, the hair goes back, the heart is opened more to interaction with others.
There's a new way of relating, and the child begins to think, I don't have to feel the old stuff because the new stuff with this warm person and this animal who's nice to me begins to make me feel like I've got choices. So the mismatching experiences that happen in the ring and then further along with the staff at MSR are basically the brain rewiring itself to think healthy. And what could be cooler than that?
When you see those kids' faces light up in those connecting moments with their horse, you can't walk away. You know this is where their future is, and it's beginning a life of relationship and family and job opportunities that they never would have had before. So that's what we do.
There's nothing more gratifying than seeing a kid come to the ranch who is hurting, and they don't necessarily want to be around the horses, but little by little, as they learn that we're here to help them and that they can trust us, and pretty soon they're doing things they never thought that they could do.
The thing that I love to hear, though, is when they call back and they say, I'm a better parent because of what I learned at Mustard Seed, and the cycle of abuse has stopped. Because then you know you're not only impacting their life now, but future generations.
The legacy in the Mustard Seed program is all about breaking the cycle of abuse. The reality is that God says to them, you're the most important person in the universe, just like he says to you and me, right? That's what he says to them, and we help them come to that reality.
We call ourselves Mustard Seed Ranch for a very specific reason, and that is that the mustard seed is the tiniest little seed that if you look at it, you wonder, what in the world can this do? But when it's planted, it grows wildly and grows into just amazing big trees. And at Mustard Seed Ranch, our plan, our goal, is that we've taken this little seed of what we believe is our obligation to help kids, and we planted it, and it's beginning to grow. You have the opportunity to be a part of that, because as you join in with just your little mustard seed, we will begin to see Mustard Seed Ranch go to every state in this country and beyond.